was so passionate about injustice wherever he saw it, and why he was so determined to stamp it out wherever he found it. Marvin knew what it felt like to be mistreated, and he didn't want that to happen to anybody else. What you may not know about Marvin also is a guy behind the white suits and the blue glasses and the loud voice is most of all a family man. Marvin loved his wife Nikki. Marvin loved his kids, Helen, Marvin Jr., Donnie, Danny, Mark, and they loved him so very much. When Marvin was dying, he was surrounded by his family 24/7 in that hospital room. He died like most of us want to be, surrounded by the people who love him the most. But you know, even in the newsroom, he made everywhere he went like a family. He was a dad to all of us in the newsroom. He teased us unmercifully. He meddled in our love lives. He checked on our kids. He advised us about our careers, whether we asked him or not. He even tried to convince some of us to get our noses fixed, believe it or not. So when I asked people around the office what they'll miss most about Marvin, I was surprised by some of the answers. It wasn't the wig of the week. It wasn't his yelling down the hallway, and he yells down the hallway all the time. It wasn't how he lets his cell phone ring on the news set because he's hard of hearing. It wasn't how he walks in front of a camera while you're doing a live shot. What coworkers said they'll miss most are the little things about Marvin. He walks into your office every afternoon to say hi, or he'll ask about your family or about you. It wasn't him walking in and reading you one of his letters that he's particularly touched about. That's the Marvin that we see every day, the Marvin you don't see on camera, who is so gentle, so kind, so caring. That's the Marvin that even in the final days of his life greeted every visitor, every nurse to his hospital room with a smile and asked how they were doing. That's the Marvin that touched the hand of one of the cameramen who visited him for what would be the final time and said, "Thanks for coming to see me." That's the Marvin who had to do one more story to solve one more person's problem 3 days before he died, and even while he was hooked up to all kinds of IVs. And that's the Marvin who was already planning to raise money to fight the cancer that was killing him. Even the nurses, when Marvin died, were in tears because they'd come to love him so very much. Marvin lived nearly 86 years, and yet we were still just getting to know this very, very remarkable man. He showed us his cosmetic surgeries, his clothes, his hair pieces, but most of all, Marvin showed us his incredible heart. Marvin lived to give to the family he brought into this world and to everyone he came in contact with every day. And like any good father, he's hoping we will all carry on some of the lessons he taught us about passion, about courage, and about love for all kinds of people, and most of all, to always do what's right every single day. I want to say thank you to Marvin for everything, and God be with you, Marvin. Thank you.